Kindness Crew, welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, you know that I really like playing Allies. And Allies, did they get an upgrade in the new set? With a new card of Celestial Reunion. X and green. Additional cost to cast a spell, you may choose a creature type and behold 2 creatures of that type. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, reveal it, put your hand in shuffle. If you paid the additional cost to cast a spell, you put it on the battlefield instead. So it gives a little more toolbox to the Allies deck. Supporting Allies we have today is Earth Kingdom Protectors, sacrifice to make another ally indestructible. Earth and Ally gets +1/+0 for each colors among allies you control, and Earthbend 5 or 7 mana. South Pole Voyeur, whenever this or another ally enters, you gain 1 life. If it's the second time this turn, you draw a card. Great Divide Guide, this is kind of the engine of the deck. Lands and allies you control have tap for 1 mana of any color. Earth King Lieutenant, put a 1/1 counter each other ally you control, and then when an ally enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Great target for Celestial Reunion. Boiling Rock Rider, there's a lot of Graveyard Synergy decks right now, so this card is an auto-include in the main board. For 3 mana, 3/3, tap and untap ally you control, exile target card from a graveyard. Whenever this creature attacks, you may cast an ally spell among cards you own into exile with this creature, so it's a good way with a lot of heavy removal formats. We can get allies back, but also deal with the heavy graveyard decks my opponents are playing. Allies that last a 2 of, affinity for allies up to 2 target creatures you control deal damage equal to power target creature opponent controls. Playing 4 of Aang, Flash Flying, you get to airbend up to 1 target creature or spell that's on the stack, and then waterbend for 8 to flip over Aang. Whenever Aang attacks, put a 1/1 counter each tap attacking creature you control. Good way to finish the game. Playing 2 of Katar in here. If an ally you control triggers, it gets a second trigger. Really great for going off, but she is legendary, so we don't want too many of her. We're playing 2 of Hakoda. There's a lot of sweepers right now, so you can sacrifice Hakoda. All creatures you control get indestructible and +0/+5 until end of turn, but you also get to look at the top card of your library, and if it's an ally, you get to cast it from the top of your library, so a good way to get our deck turning. We're only playing 1 Aang of the Crossroads. We can find this with Celestial. When this enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card with mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield, which is every card in this deck besides one of Aang creature-wise. Sideboard, we have 1 of Requisition Wade. It is sorcery, unfortunately, but for 1 white, spree, destroy target artifact or enchantment, or put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls. So it's a good way to finish the game or deal with problematic artifacts or enchantment. Full Guy Lantern, yes, we have Boiling Rock Rider. However, there's still a lot of Vaveros running around in Lessons deck, so Soul Guy Lantern is great to have in the sideboard. 2 of Get Lost, destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker, so we can have extra ways to interact with our opponent. 2 of Mai, it's really good against heavy spell decks. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. Sheltered by Ghost, way we can interact with our opponent still. For 2 mana, we get to exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this aura leaves the battlefield, and target creature gets +1/+0, lifelink, and ward 2. 1 of Chomping Changeling, a way we can destroy 1 target artifact or enchantment. We can find this off Celestial Reunion because it's a changeling, and we can probably play 2 of these over Raid, but it's still 1 of 1 card to try today. 1 of Avatar's Wrath, fantastic card. I love this in the format. You choose up to 1 target creature, then airbend all other creatures, really good against the Badger Mold decks. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. So it's a good 1 of. When you draw it, it's fantastic. 1 of my favorite cards in a Badger meta. Raise the Passes, fun of. Return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. We have 20 targets for this spell in this deck, so maybe we can be more transformative and try to be faster by taking out our top end to play Raise the Past. And then 2 of the new card, Winnowing. In this video, this card impressed me and came into the correct matchups. It's really good against Badger decks. It's really good against decks that aren't tribal decks, but it has really good synergy because we just name ally or human. We do a 1-sided board wipe. For 6 mana, for each player, you choose a creature that player controls, and each player sacrifices all other creatures they control that don't share a creature type with the chosen creature they control. So if you guessed it, I'm really hating on Badger with Avatar's Wrath and Winnowing in the sideboard. But that is Allies today. Does Celestial Reunion make Allies a good deck? Spoiler, did have a really good record. I hope you enjoy this video. I'm gonna go first. I like this hand. Let's keep it. If we draw a land, we're going to be really, really good. Put this on human and play Earth and Ally. Pass. We didn't draw a land. Drew Earth King's Lieutenant, so let's just slam that. Cavern of Souls protects from counter magic. Pump up the team. Swing for 3. We would like to draw untap land next turn. A Hex on my Earth and Ally. Consider him punched in the face. So untap land, we can South Pole into Earth and Ally next turn. Overgrown Tomb on Bookworm. Oh no, it's Cabero. It's Cabero, so we just need to find our answers. Still untap land is a godsend right now. That's not an untap land. I have to play Earth and Ally. And then kill the Bookworm. And swing for 2. And we might be in trouble. Harvester of Misery. Well, there's our land. That's really good. The South Pole. Gain a life. Earth and Ally. Gain a life, draw a card. Swift Savior. That's good. I don't know if I get to untap before they play and Kavero into Bringer. But cross your fingers. Formidable Speaker. The answer is no. But now we have to keep up Swift Savior for a while, and that's a problem. Town Greeter. Oh, they're missing land drop. Sweet. Let's play this on human. And they missed a land drop, so they got Town Greeter. So I think I'm just going to risk it. I'm going to play Hakoda. We need to strengthen our board state. And pass. Never mind, they got a land. And then there's Kavero. Alright. Well, let's sacrifice Hakoda. And then Kavero gets things back. We get our graveyard back. We get some triggers. Harvester of Misery goes off. Then Arden gets something. South Pole. Makes sense. And they swing out. No blocks. Then Bookworm goes off. Get a land on top. Yep. On to game 2. Winnowing might be cute. Soul Guide Lantern is cute. I want anything else, right? Like we have main board Rock Rider, and we didn't draw it. Allies at Last might be bad here. Earth Kingdom Protector seems really bad, so let's take one out. One is fine. Care about Shelter by Ghost or Get Lost? Maybe. It's all about the graveyard, right? If they don't go off with the graveyard, I'm going to win the game. I guess Shelter by Ghost has a little bit of interaction, is not bad. Let's do one of like a 61 special and try it. Play first. As Great Divide Guide and Boiling Rock, I'm going to have to try it, right? So let's play our land and pass. Drew a Hakoda. That's not the best, but we can Great Divide Guide and pass. Want to draw a land, please. Especially if they can kill Great Divide Guide. Bitter Triumph, throwing away a Bringer. Yep, we drew land, thank goodness. So I'm gonna Boiling Rock Rider. And not even gonna hesitate. Get that Bringer off the board. Okay, thanks, bye. If we get an untapped land, then we can get Great Divide Guide back. Overlord of the Belmark getting Bookworm, probably? Nothing. Wow. The Soul Guide Lantern. I guess we can Soul Guide here. Get rid of Bookworm. Play an Earth Kingdom's Lieutenant. Pump up the team, swing for 4. Unfortunately, the Fire Bending is going to go away, but that's okay. Pass the turn. Holding up an activation from Boiling Rock Rider. Surveil land. Keep it on top. Nice. End step. I'm going to get Great Divide Guide back, tapping Lieutenant. And opponent sees enough on to game 3. Earth and Ally, Earth King's Lieutenant. This hand's too slow. This hand doesn't do anything. Guess this is something. Throw away the Protectors. Seems really bad. South Pole is not the worst. But our hand really does nothing against their graveyard. Deceit. Joke's on you, I don't have a hand that matters. They take South Pole here. They take an Aang. So they probably have removal. We drew Katara. So if they don't remove South Pole, we can at least draw off South Pole. They have to have removal, right? Harvester of Misery. There it is. Drew another Katara. That's the worst draw. So let's play our Katara. We don't even have black mana for Rider. We need to draw a Soul Guide Lantern or bust. Bitter Triumph, discarding Bringer. The Soul Guide Lantern or bust. It's not it. There's a Katara. Pass. Their graveyard is not that scary if they play Kavero at least. Never mind, they have an Overlord. Second Bringer in the graveyard now. They get Deceit back. There's Deceit to take our Shelter by Ghost. We have several draws to get out of this. Earth and Ally is not one of them. But let's get the beatdowns going. Trying to dodge Kavero. Horrible Speaker. That's not how I dodge Kavero. We need to find the answer to the deck now. And that's not it. I'm gonna attack all out. And pass. Oh, here comes Kavero. Winnowing would be a really good draw here. You can gain a ton of life at least. Do I want to bounce anything? I kind of want to bounce South Pole because it'll protect it from the Harvester of Misery trigger. And we can bounce a Bringer. Draws a card. Not out of this quite yet. And South Pole here to draw a card. There's a Soul Guide Lantern. A little too late, my friend. But this Earth King's Lieutenant. Make the team bigger. Then we can Soul Guide Lantern. By the courtyard. And pass. We're not dead if they all out swing, which is really nice. If they want to play this Bringer, then that's not the worst. Like, they don't have anything in their graveyard. Another reason why I bounced it. Attacking with Kavero. I will block like so. I will get rid of Soul Guide Lantern to get rid of their graveyard. And I only have creatures now? Great Divide Guide. Not the worst. I'm gonna make a creature because it tapped incorrectly. And try to go a little wide. If we find a Earth Kingdom's Lieutenant, we can kill my opponent. Formidable Speaker. That's a really good top deck. So this is probably going to get another Kavero. We're just going to keep bouncing the graveyards. They have a Bringer, Harvester, and Deceit in their graveyard. Game's far from over. You get a Harvester of Misery. Probably to kill Earthen Ally or wipe my board. That was not a good draw. Alright, well, we just play the land. And unfortunately pass. That Overlord attack is going to really get us here. Attack all out. There's a Wistfulness. What do we get back? They get another Harvester, okay? Do I want to kill Overlord here? I can just take all this, right? Let's take all this. Harvester of Misery. Earthbend a land here. There's Boiling Rock a little too late. Let's end the turn. Yeah, I should have killed Overlord that last turn. That's a mistake now. Now they can get something else back. They can also discard Harvester. 6, 11, 12, 13. There's 18 on board. Only attack with Overlord. You can just take this, right? There's a Deceit. I think I just need to get Overlord off the board. It's a problem. It is a problem, but now they get to bounce and then take anything off my board with Deceit. I think I just want to make a creature, right? I cannot. I'm short one, so I guess we just start eating the graveyard. Get the other Bringer. Tap you. Get Overlord. Tap you. We have a lot of draws to still be in this game. We have a lot of draws to still be in this game. That is one of them. That's a good place to start. Start gaining some life, draw a card. Jasmine Tea Shop. You can pass. Unfortunately, they can play another Harvester and kill South Pole. And if they do in response, I'm going to activate Jasmine T-Shop. We're not dead on board. Not yet. Harvester first. So trigger on the stack. I'm going to make an ally and draw a card, gain 2 life. Celestial Reunion. Oh. 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 We can take 6. I'm not going to block. Did we just get Aang here? Big Aang? Bookworm resolves. Throwing away Wistfulness. We get Big Aang here, right? On human. Or we can get Hakoda, but I think Big Aang is what I want. That was a good top deck. Aang Swift Savior. We can Aang and then bounce Bringer, but then their graveyard is pretty stacked, right? Is it? Overlord, Wistfulness, 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 and we have a ton of allies? I'm kind of okay with this. We can bounce you, bounce you. And then Earth King's Lieutenant pumps up the team. And they have to block, right? And they do block. That's fine. Katara goes in the graveyard. We get triggers. And I'm going to hold on this Earth and Ally because they're just going to wipe the board here with Bringer. And I want them to do that. My graveyard right now is better than theirs because we have Earth King and Katara for double triggers. So here we go. Everything that comes back. Ton of triggers. There goes on the stack first. A ton of bounces. We can also bounce South Pole and Earth and Ally. That might be wrong because this Earth Kingdom is so big. That might be wrong, but I want to protect them no matter what. Gain a ton of life. Oh goodness. I should have just bounced their creatures then. Holy triggers. That's a big Earth King's Lieutenant. There's another Cavero. Oh, do we get to spin the wheel again? That'd be funny. There's a Deceit. Bouncing my Earth King's Lieutenant. That's a thing. We're gonna do this again. And there's a Bookworm. We're gonna do this again if you like it or not. Bookworm triggers. What's in my graveyard that matters? We have another Earth King's Lieutenant. So let's take Cavero, tapping you. Let's take Speaker, tapping you. I want to get their graveyard before I get mine. I guess I could get an Earth King back and just attack with Boiling Rock. No, that's not what this game is at right now. I'm going to take their graveyard again. And untap. This on human. And let's South Pole. Triggers. There's a Winnowing? Oh, that's going to be really good. Right, that's just death. So we can Winnowing here. Tap you, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna choose human, elf druid, human wizard. You get to keep that one. What a holy game! That was cool. I'm proud of that game. I'm proud of that game. On to the next one. One goes first. We have Reunion. I don't know if that's good enough. Probably not. Seems a little better. Throw away Lieutenant. And try this hand. No turn 1 play is good for us. Let's just play our land. And then next turn we can Great Divide Guide. Badger Mole. Okay. South Pole this turn. And then next turn we can Great Divide Guide. I guess it depends on the land. We need a land drop. We need a land drop. And our hand's really slow against the Badger deck. shock something in for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Minor Elf. To Sentinel the Lost Lore. You exile my graveyard, good sir. There's an untapped land, okay. So we can Great Divide Guide. And then Earth Kingdom Lieutenant, pump up the team and draw a card. And hopefully there's a land, okay. So hopefully my opponent doesn't pop off here with a Badger Mole down. Next turn we can Great Divide Guide and Aang and bounce the forest. And slow them down a little bit. It's a Meringue. Hard cast Meringue. That's sad. Yeah, you got it. No blocks. Jasmine TV shop. So we can just South Pole again. Trigger. Great Divide Guide. Trigger. Draw a card. And no attacks. Next turn, what do? We can Great Divide Guide Earth King's Lieutenant and hold up Aang. Maybe sneak out a game by making these Earth King Lieutenants amazingly huge. But it is a clock with Meringue in the air. Nature's Rhythm for 4. Never mind, they just Ouroboroid. And now we're infinitely behind. You got it, no blocks. Oh, let's play this on human. Let's Great Divide Guide. Trigger. Earth King's Lieutenant. Trigger. I think I have to hold on to Earth and Ally, so we just pass. And either way, I'm kind of in trouble. Like, I bounce Ouroboroid during combat, then what? Like, going to combat phase, Ouroboroid's gonna get a trigger. They can get Crater Hoof here, but then we still die to Ouroboroid. Like, we can't deal with both. Well, yep. Into a Riddler Warp. That resolves. Drawing 2 cards. Do I have to give them this trigger? Because I can just play it afterwards. It doesn't really matter. Bounce you. Gain another life. We're not quite dead yet. Even if they swing out. They play Meringue, we go to 1. We can block here. It's fine. I'm going to protect my life total. Ouroboroid's back. Riddler's gone. Allies at last. Ooh. That's a hard one, right? We can bounce Meringue, or we can kill Meringue. Guess we can Earth an ally here. Gain a life, make these creatures bigger. Play a tap land. And pass. I want to have a blocker with Earth and ally, unfortunately. We're not going to get value out South Pole. Bounce off. Well, we got to kill Meringue here. Solves. Multiversal Passage, yep. We can tap Sentinel in the Lost Lore, and we can... We have to Aang this, right? They just get Crater Hoof. And now Nature's Rhythm is gone forever. It's 2. There's no X there, right? And Quantum Riddler. And then they're tapped out. How can we steal this game? That was not how we steal this game. We draw a card, pump up the team. We could also tack here. Need to do this to draw a card, gain another life. See what we draw. That was not it. Okay, we just have to pass. We need to draw anything but a land. Oh no. My opponent can find another Crater Hoof if they drew another Nature's Rhythm, and there's nothing we can do about it. Mockingbird to copy Ouroboroid. Got it. Into a third Ouroboroid. Yeah. That's the thing. Unfortunately, we have to block all out. If we block with Aang here, can we win? Probably not, so just block like this. Lakota is not the answer. On to game 2. Get lost. Shelter. Avatar's Wrath is amazing here. Let's take out one Earth and Ally. Boiling Rock seems fine, but we don't need a ton of them. Let's take out Hakota. Try it like that. If we win game 2, I'll bring Willowing in. That was a sideboard mistake. But we'll go first. Really slow, but we have Avatar's Wrath. Let's try it. My Temple Garden tapped and pass. I have a turn 1 later wall. There's an Aang at the crossroads, so let's just Great Divide Guide and pass. Talking for Badgermole. Yep. There he is. The boy of the hour. Through Leyline Weaver. Through land, at least. Is it worth it to Avatar's Wrath now? No, let's just get lost first. Just slow down their team, and then next turn we can... I'm going to save on the Celestial Reunion, because we already drew our Aang. And next turn we can Avatar's Wrath or something, depends on what they do. Perfect thing would happen right now is if they just pass the turn, but there's another Llanowell. Do a Riddler. That's really good. Hope to draw a land so we can play this Aang at the crossroads. They shock in the passage. The Mockingbird. Resolve. Into another Riddler. Drawing 3 cards? Dude. Well, I guess next turn with 2 Riddlers away, we need to Avatar's Wrath. Crack the map, find another Weaver. Hey, we found a land. It's Avatar's Wrath. Save you. Bounce your board. Everything in exile cannot be cast until your next turn. And bash for 2. And hopefully that tempos them down enough. Yeah, they pass. So let's Aang and see what we get. I have a Katara in my hand. Did I just play Earth Kingdom Protectors? Probably. Next turn we can South Pole and Katara in 1 turn. Or we can also Celestial Reunion. Depending on what they do. One plays a Leyline Weaver. Resolves. Do Llanowell. Resolves. Crack the map. Find an Ouroboroid. That's worst case scenario. Because now they can also block our Aang. So let's chalk this in. South Pole. Ara. Draw some cards. Let's just attack with Aang. See if they want to block. No? Alright, let's pass. We do have a lot of damage next turn with Celestial Reunion finding a Lieutenant. Mockingbird on Weaver. Yep. There's the Ouroboroid we knew about. Well. Alright, team gets pumped up by Ouroboroid during combat. Not quite the draw we want, so let's Celestial Reunion for 2. And let's go get a Lieutenant, pump up the team twice, draw a card. That was not what we needed. So let's see, they block here, block here, block here. They take 7, but they have to block. Let's do it. Damage it through. You go to 3. I think I kind of want to play the Great Divide Guide out. Pumps up Earth King, and we just go wider. Unfortunately, we don't draw a next card off South Pole. But the goal is to go wide enough. Like, you have all this mana over there, but as long as we're wide enough, I think we're in a good spot. Another Ouroboroid. Yeah. Another Leyline Weaver. That's not enough. I think they're dead on board. Because they're empty-handed now, right? Looks like they're counting too. And on to game 3. So let's definitely bring in the Winnowing. Take out Boiling Rock Riders. I think I like one of, though, to get like Harmonize out of the graveyard. You take an Aang out, it seems really bad in this matchup. And go back. And we keep this as Winnowing. A little too slow. This looks a little better. This looks a lot better, actually. A land, probably. There's no. Okay. There's a Reunion. That's not bad. So we can turn 1 play Ally. Turn 2 play South Pole. They have no play. That's amazing. So let's Cavern of Souls, Human, and play South Pole. Gain a life. Swing for 2. Unable to scream. Yeah, that's a thing. But we can Temple Garden, Great Divide Guide, Earth King's Lieutenant, pump up the team. Detect Intrusion, sure. Their hand is just pure interaction. That's okay with us. Vivian Reed. So you tick up and it dies? That seems really bad for you. Except when you find Quantum Ruler, never mind. Celestial Reunion for 2 on Human, showing another Earth King's Lieutenant. Trigger. Read there. And for your face. Going Vivian Reed. And really putting the pressure on. Now we have Get Lost next turn. I think they just hardcast Riddler. Draw 2 cards. Really, really good. There's a South Pole. I think we just still kill Riddler. And opponent's seen enough. We beat like the best deck of the format. Let's go. Allies is not dead, boys. Gonna play first. We have Earth and Ally and Great Divide Guide with Allies at last. Let's keep it. So we can Jasmine Tea Shop. Play Earth and Ally and pass. Passage on blue. Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack for 1 first. Play Great Divide Guide and laugh at you. Bet you they had the counter target. Yep. Okay. Sideboard. So they're probably control, so let's bring in my. They didn't show me any information, so my for sure. And then maybe that's it. Take out Rolling Rock and like 1 Aang. I don't know what kind of deck they are, so let's just guess. Opponent goes first. We have Earth Kingdom, Lieutenant. We have Cavern of Souls. Let's keep it. Verge into Nuisance. So they're Faeries. Ooh. So Human and Earth Kingdom and pass. So I wonder if they're Fairy Kaido or just Fairies. We'll find out. Get in for 1. Oh, let's Jasmine Tea Shop on Earth Kingdom Lieutenant. Glitter Blossom Bearer. Ooh, so they had a way better start this time. And let's pass. We were racing. So if I want to really race, do I want a Reunion to get another Lieutenant? And just go mega wide? Passage for 3 mana. A Hex. Well, let's protect him. Deep Cavern Bat. That's sad. What are they taking, though? Okay. What do I get with this Reunion? What do I get with this Reunion? I get an Aang. Next turn? I love toolbox decks, and I need to get better at them. And this is a toolbox card. But what 2-drop? Like, we can get... I guess we can gain life? Do X equals 2 on Human. Showing Lieutenant and Earth and Ally on South Pole. And hope to draw another ally next turn. We gain a life. And if they want to trade here with Bat... Nope, they do not. Okay. We want to draw an ally next turn for sure. They're gonna draw so many cards here though. Woo! Flitterwing Nuisance going off. Opponent plays an island into another Flutterwing. We drew another Earthen Ally, so at least we can play that. Trigger. And then Earthen Ally trigger on South Pole. Into a Mai. Could have held on to the Mai, but I want to push damage with Earth King. And if they want to block with Flutterwing, then so be it. They do not, so they are up to getting more cards. My opponent plays a land, gets the Feather Nuisance going, and swings all out. That is risky, my friend. They draw a ton of cards. I can't be mad at them. I want to draw 5 cards as well. And so they have a big hand, and they're potentially dead on board. They need 2 removal spells for sure, 2 blockers. They have to kill Earth King's Lieutenant. Deep Cavern Bat. That's not the answer. I have no hand. We just swing. And this has trample. The block there, block there. You're exactly at 0? Correct. Yay! I'm sorry, Fairy. Your deck is just, it's missing something. But on to the next game. One goes first. We have Earthen Ally, Earth King's Lieutenant into Reunion. Not bad. Keep it. Moonshadow. Scary. There's a Katara. Let's just play Earth Ally and pass. Inti and... Ooh, I've been hearing a lot about this deck, Moonshadow with Inti. Because now they can discard something to increase Moonshadow. Pretty sick. We drew another land, so I think we just Earth King's Lieutenant here. Pass. Next turn we can Katara or Celestial Reunion. Probably Celestial Reunion. We can take a few hits from this Moonshadow. Iron Shield Elf. Sweet. No blocks. Alicia? That's sick. I like what my opponent's doing. There's an Aang. Guess we Cavernous Souls on human. And pass. My opponent's holding priority for Iron Shield Elf. Paw Patch Recruit and Mako with Inti is sick. I think I have to Aang here before combat. I don't want them to have Alicia triggers. Well, let's bounce Moonshadow. You're swinging with Alicia? Iron Shield Elf. That makes more sense. Do I want to block this? Probably not. But 4-2 now with Trample. That seems sick. And now Alicia can get something back. Whatever they throw away so they can get FOMO back. But 8. Shadow? Over FOMO? That's interesting. But FOMO pitching Bitter Triumph. I think I want a Katara here. Because next turn we can Reunion into Aang or Earth King's Lieutenant. And just kind of like pump up the board. I don't want to take 2 damage here from Breeding Pool. Play our Breeding Pool and pass. Not going to attack. Blood Crypt Shock. That's scary. Luckily their FOMO is not online yet. They only have land and instant in their graveyard. Attacking all out. You got it. Throwing away Paw Patch Recruit. Let's do some blocking, shall we? Block here. We can double block here. Take 6. Go to 2. They threw away another creature, so we go to 1. Get Alicia off the board at least. There's another Iron Elf. Into a Mako. Allies at Last was a really good draw. So let's go get Let's behold 2 humans. Go get Great Divide Guide. Earth King's Lieutenant. Double trigger on the team. And kill Moonshadow. And pass. Oh, I was supposed to wait till blocks to do that. Oops. Oh well. Breakout. Okay. That was a good top deck. On in the second game. Avatar Wrap seems fine here. Soul Guide Lantern seems fine. Helper by Ghost seems fine. We have Rolling Rock. That would have been good there. Helper by Ghost is a little too much. They have black removal. We got 1 Aang. We got 1 Hakoda. And try it like that. Seems okay. Hopefully we can draw into more action, but at least this hand gets us on board, and it would be better than a questionable go to 6, so let's keep it. Still might be better to aggressively mulligan down to find more sideboard cards. So let's play our Earth Kingdom Protectors and pass. Gosh, this game is so hard sometimes. Just minor things is the make or break difference, and today I need all the help I can get. Moonshadow. Oh, let's Earth King. Pump up the team and pass. I like what my opponent's doing. It's like Jund fun stuff. Kind of want to play it. Alright, we'll double block. Bitter Triumph on who? My Earth Kingdom Protectors? Pitching to grow Moonshadow? Yeah. So we just 1-for-1'd each other there. So I'm just going to play Boiling Rock Riders. And pass. Rock and Stomping Ground. Breakout. Keeping up 1 swamp. They probably have like Hex. Inti. That's a good card to find. Triggers. Throwing away land to make Moonshadow bigger. Now it's a 4/4. Show me the Hex. Hex or bust. Oh. They just play another Moonshadow. We will get this card back with Boiling Rock. There's a Katara as well. I'm just going to Earth an Ally. Into Protectors. Combat. Cast my Earth King's Lieutenant. Pump up the team. And pass. Next turn we can get Earth Kingdom Protectors back from the graveyard with Katara. And pump up Earth King's Lieutenant a ton. Take 4. Pass the turn. Gonna go to combat. Inti throws away what? Throws away lands, yep. I really love Inti as a card. I'm gonna double block you. Sacrifice this on Earth and Ally. Into Alicia. That seems really bad against Boiling Rock. So they're gonna target something. And we will take it with Moonshadow. Or we'll take it with Boiling Rock. And then we will take our Earth Kingdom Protectors. Pretty good. So here's Katara. Trigger, trigger. And then combat. Trigger, trigger. Earth Kingdom Protectors. Oh, I can't cast it. So I don't have white up because it tapped me incorrectly. Brother. It's okay. On to game 3. Opponent goes first. Not with this hand. That seems better. And just Earth and Ally, Earth King Lieutenant over and over again. Right. They have turn 1. Oh, it's not Moonshadow this time. Drew land. Put this on human. And play Earth and Ally. Pass. We're going to him into Hollow Merc Siege. Oh, that's sick. We don't have anything to do with that. I'm sick. I think I still Earth Kingdom Lieutenant here to pump up the team. And I think I want to go aggro. Because they shocked in. So now we're ahead on the life race. And then next turn we can Earth an Ally and Lieutenant. Another Mako. Into a breakout. There's a Moonshadow. Oh, we racing. I like it. I like it a lot. Take 4. There's Rolling Rock. I think I still want to do my play before. So, Earth and Ally. Trigger. Earth King Lieutenant. Trigger. And we go racing. Swing for 8. They just take it to 4? Whoa. Oh. FOMO, okay. Throwing away Iron Shield L. Mako getting in there. So now our pressure made them not attack, which is great. Oh, baby. We don't have double weight, though. So, Boiling Rock Riders. And I guess that's enough. On to the next game. We have Earth and Ally into South Pole this time. I'll keep it. Earth King's Lieutenant? Sweet. So it's Earth and Ally. Another thing, we could have saved Earth and Ally for turn 3, because we can Earth King and Earth and Ally turn 3. That might be a mistake. Flame Braider. Uh-oh. On South Pole. Going for 2. This seems scary. We played this elemental deck earlier. They have 5 mana now. 2 Vibrance to kill South Pole. Yep. Allies at last. A little late. And we can't cast Allies at last if we cast Earth King's Lieutenant. We just pass. Vibrance getting in. No blocks. Hope to find some land drops to get some Ang value going. Sunspine Lynx, which is an elemental. Yeah, you got it. We have Verge, so we can play Rioter here. And keep up Allies at last. Not a bad draw. Fortunately, this Flame Braider is going to do some work. It might have been worth it to Allies at last on my turn to kill Flame Braider. So it depends what my opponent does here. Ashling's command, 2 damage to everything. Copy. Let's not let you have that copy. That's a sick interaction, though. Copying Sunspine Lynx to get in damage. Bounce off on Lynx. Yeah. That seems like a thing. And I will take 4. Get South Pole back. And let's combat. Casting my South Pole. My opponent to 11. And then we Earth King's Lieutenant, getting South Pole out of the range of another command. We drew a land off that, which is really good. So let's pass the turn. Opponent just gets in. I probably need to block here because I'm worried about my life total with Lynx in hand. Here comes Lynx. We're at 5. Another Flame Braider, yep. Let's get Earth King's Lieutenant back. South Pole. Hang here to see what we get. To Earth King's Lieutenant. We don't get any life from the Lynx. This has to be, the Earth and Ally has to be blocked now. I can't cast this. But now we have enough blockers, I think. I have to dodge another Lynx, and there's nothing I can do about that. I was hoping to get an Ang off this so I can bounce Lynx to gain some life, but this is kind of the best we can do right now. That was enough. On to game 2. Get Lost is maybe our best answer. Requisition as like a gotcha to get out of Pyroclasm range might be cute. Take out Hakoda. Take out one Rioter. Try it like that. And we can try it and see what happens. South Pole Voyager is not bad, so let's play the Verge and play Earth Kingdom Protectors and pass. Ashling could be bad, because then they have access to threw away Pyroclasm. That's scary. Put this on human and play South Pole. And pass. Next turn we hold up Ang. They flip Ashling. 4 mana. Champion of the Path. Yeah, that's scary. Earth Kingdom Lieutenant. Guess we just play this on human pass. Champion Path is scary. Flip over your Ashling. Wreck Rage is a sorcery. I missed that. Good to know. Links. Okay with bouncing you. I guess they get to replay it again. Even if I bounce this, it still has 2 mana up, so they get to play it again. Unfortunate. Unfortunate mana cost wise. At least I got the game when I fought South Pole and didn't take damage from champion. For us. That Champion of the Path is going to be a problem. So Earth Kingdom into Tenant, pump up the team to draw a card. We drew land. We can attack for 3 in the air, that's fine. And pass. Ashling, does it flip? They flip it to loot. Pyroclasm. Start protecting our stuff. We were 1 mana short of raiding that turn, and that would have been nice to get out of Pyroclasm range for a lot of our stuff. But now they can't really attack, because I get to block for free. Full right speaker. It's 2 damage to my face, you got it. Do they make the mistake and attack? No, they do not. Great Divide Guide. Seems fine. Great Divide Guide. So, Boiling Rock Rioter. Trigger. Draw a card. Fine, I'm gonna pay 2 life, and we can Lieutenant again. Trigger. And go beat downs for 4 in the air. And hopefully we live 1 more turn. Kind of set ourselves up well to go around Pyroclasm. They didn't flip there, that's weird. Great Divide Guide Seer. Results. First Lightning on Lieutenant. Yeah, that's a thing. They are empty-handed, right? I think I can take 7. So now I can get back Earth King's Lieutenant. Counter on all of you. This forces them to block, right? No, they don't have to block, do they? Oh, I was 1 short. They don't have to block all out, so I have to do it this way, unfortunately. Right, even with trample. Block 6, take 6. Block. Oh no, they were dead. They were dead. I should have swung all out. Anyway, they still have to block with 1, but any big elemental off the top with haste is a problem. It was enough. It was enough. On to the next game. A little wrap up for you guys. I really like allies, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We went 6-2 for the 75% win rate, and I was honestly really impressed. Celestial Reunion made a really nice toolbox that we can go search for whatever creature we need. Maybe want to play around having 4 rather than 3, because sometimes it's nice to go find your 1 Aang at the high end, or it's nice to find Boiling Rock Rioter, or just a Lieutenant to win the game on the spot. The card did impress me. I do think it has a home in allies, but I don't think this is the final list for allies, and we will probably revisit this archetype again. Because we are playing the Celestial Reunion, we can find the Chomping Changeling where the raid doesn't really do that well. It is great to cast at sorcery speed, and it's a different way to finish the game, but we can't really search it as a one-of. Besides that, I think this deck is fun. I think this deck is very enjoyable, and if you liked allies for the previous set, guess what? You don't have to waste any more wild cards, and you can pretty much play close to the same deck of last standard. With that being said, please check if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, we are almost at 1,000, and it would mean a lot to me if we hit 1,000 before the end of the month. Hit a like, throw down some comments. It's fun interacting with some comments, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.